The first morning was a shock to the system, a jolt that sent adrenaline coursing through my veins. I stood in the bathroom, staring at the shower head, a cascade of icy water that promised to be both a challenge and a revelation. The idea of taking cold showers for 30 days had been inspired by countless articles and videos touting the benefits: improved mood, enhanced immunity, increased energy. But as I turned the knob, the water sputtered to life, and a shiver ran down my spine. I couldn't help but question my sanity. Day 1 was a battle. The water hit my skin like 1,000 needles, each droplet a reminder of my decision. I gasped, inhaling sharply as the cold enveloped me. My mind raced with thoughts of warmth and comfort, the cozy embrace of a hot shower, and yet I stood my ground. I reminded myself of the reasons behind this challenge: to push my boundaries, to embrace discomfort, to discover what lay beyond the familiar. I focused on my breathing, trying to center myself as the cold water cascaded over me. It felt like an eternity, but I made it through, emerging with a rush of exhilaration that surprised me. Perhaps there was something to this madness. The second day came with a sense of dread. I had anticipated the cold, but facing it again was daunting. I tried to prepare myself mentally, recounting the benefits I had read about: increased alertness, better circulation, and a boost in resilience. As I stepped under the stream, I braced for impact, and once again, the cold was biting. I felt my heart race, but this time, I focused on the sensations. I noticed how the cold water made my skin tingle, how it invigorated my senses, and how, strangely, it felt liberating. I emerged from the shower feeling alive, as if I had conquered a small victory. As the days turned into a week, I began to notice subtle changes. My mood lightened, and I felt a clarity I hadn't experienced in a while. The cold showers became a ritual, a moment of mindfulness in my otherwise chaotic life. I found myself looking forward to the challenge, anticipating the rush of cold that would greet me each morning. I started to embrace the discomfort, realizing that it was a metaphor for life itself. The struggles, the pain, the moments of uncertainty, they were all part of the journey. I began to see the cold showers not as a punishment, but as a form of self-discipline, a way to toughen my resolve. By the end of the second week, I had settled into a routine. I would stand under the water, feeling the cold wash over me, and I would breathe deeply. With each passing day, I felt stronger, more resilient. I noticed that my energy levels were higher, my focus sharper. I tackled my daily tasks with a newfound vigor, and I could feel my confidence building. Friends began to comment on my upbeat demeanor, and I realized that this simple act of embracing the cold was rippling through other areas of my life. The third week was an interesting phase. I had become accustomed to the cold, and while it was no longer a shock, I started to question whether I was truly experiencing the benefits I had hoped for. Was it the cold showers that were changing my life, or was it merely my perception of them? I began to reflect on the nature of discomfort and growth. I pondered the idea that sometimes we must endure hardships to appreciate the good. The cold water, once a source of misery, had transformed into a teacher, imparting lessons about resilience, self-control, and the power of choice. As I entered the final stretch of my 30-day challenge, I felt a mix of anticipation and nostalgia. The cold showers had become a part of my identity, a daily ritual that grounded me. I had learned to embrace the icy embrace, to find joy in the struggle. Each shower became a meditation, a moment to reflect on my day, to express gratitude for the warmth that followed. I realized that the benefits I sought were not just physical, they were deeply emotional and psychological. On the last day, I stood in the shower, the cold water cascading over me one final time. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, allowing the sensations to wash over me. I felt a profound sense of accomplishment. I had faced my discomfort, transformed it into something meaningful, and emerged stronger. The cold showers had not been a form of misery. They had been a catalyst for change. I stepped out, invigorated, ready to face the world anew. In the end, the experience was not just about enduring the cold. It was about embracing life's challenges, learning to find strength in vulnerability, and discovering the beauty that lies in discomfort. The 30 days had taught me that sometimes the greatest rewards come from the most unexpected places. I had entered the challenge seeking benefits, but emerged with a deeper understanding of myself and the resilience that resides within. The cold showers were no longer a source of dread. They were a reminder that life, much like the icy water, can be uncomfortable, but it is in those moments that we truly grow.